YouTube, and welcome to Patreon Picks! Well, we're here for the next episode. Now, at the end of the Last of Us video, I wasn't really able to choose which game I was going to do next yet, because I didn't have any picks. But we finally do have some picks, so let me go ahead and put them in the bucket so we can choose them. Alright, so now all I gotta do is mix these up, and we'll know what game we're choosing next. Someone's in the kitchen with Chippy. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Chippy. Alright. So, the next game on Patreon we'll be looking at is Blaze Flares Watch Dogs for the Wii U. Alright, awesome. So here it is, straight from California, Watch Dogs. Man, I remember when this game was announced. I remember that it is supposed to be the future. PlayStation 4 owners, Xbox One owners, get ready. The future is finally here. Well, after a little bit of time passed, they realized, oh, we better give a little bit of the future to the poor saps who bought the Wii U as well. So, here's the future. Let's look at the future. So we start off with an establishing cutscene. Hold on. I gotta mention that this game is all about hacking. Remember when it came out, Glenn Beck was scared because everybody who bought this game was gonna become a hacking master?
This game is teaching people to hack in to whatever is docked in your bedroom.
This game is so accurate to hacking, guys. Look at this. You play that one mini game from BioShock, and now you can listen to Glenn Beck and his wife talk to each other. Honey, I'm home.
Oh, how was work, Glenn?
Oh, you know, the liberals are at it again. That's how easy it is to hack, people. You don't need any forward slashes or backslashes, greater or less than signs, and certainly no parentheses. What the flip are you talking about, Glenn? Okay, so I am Aiden Pierce, and my buddy Damien is helping me to hack a casino. And this is all in cutscene, by the way. Well, another hacker attempts to hack us, and then everything goes south. And now some shadow organization knows that Damien and I are huge hacking threats, so they hire hitmen to get us and our families. The whole opening cutscene was kind of vague, and there wasn't a whole lot of information, but what I gather is that, like, some hitmen attacked me while I was in my car, but my niece ended up dying, and so Aiden becomes Shadow the Hedgehog. Wow, such edge, many dark, very gritty, so anti-hero. Hey, here's an idea. How about you give the niece an iota of character development? Or, oh, I don't know, a name. So that when she dies, it actually affects the player. See, because I played The Last of Us last month, and do you have any idea how attached I was to Sarah after just half an hour? You start this game by threatening a hitman who didn't even clearly kill the niece. Even after playing this game, I don't even know the niece's name. Whatever. So I fire an empty gun at the dude and then turn my back on him. And now that I'm off guard, he attempts to bludgeon me to death. But Aiden is awesome, so he takes him out. They're trying to make him seem awesome. Look, every single character in this entire game just sucks. Well, except for one of them. We are immediately introduced to Jordy Chin, a friend of Aiden. And for every bad thing that I'm about to say about this game, know that I absolutely love Jordy and that every single line he says is pure gold. Can we get a game where we play as Jordy instead? Do you play as Jordy Chin in Watch Dogs 2? No? Well, you can see him in some DLC. You know what? Forget this game. Alright, now I need to escape the baseball stadium without being seen while the cops are crawling around and Jordy has to carry away the hitman because Jordy has ways of making people talk. It's torture. He tortures them. So how do you hack in this game? Does it involve any of those underscores or parentheses I was talking about? Nuh-uh. You point your reticle at the screen, and then you press Y. Usually to jump from camera to camera until you can steal someone's identity who has the credentials to open the door that you want to go through. Now, I will give Ubisoft some credit though. They invented an interesting game mechanic in 2013. Having your consciousness jump from camera to camera, it's intriguing. However, I feel that it's kind of like monkeys and typewriters. I never really knew what to do next, but I was able to hack through everything just fine. Heck, even the hacking minigame puzzles just randomly hitting Y on the screen enough times and you'll get past the minigame. Honestly, I think a program as drunk as Twitch Plays Pokemon could have done all this complex hacking. But after I get all that hacking done, I cause a blackout at the stadium and escape. And fortunately, my buddy Chin hooked me up with a car and, you know what, this is okay. The driving is fine. Okay, you know what Watchdog is, right? I'll tell you what it is. It's Ubisoft trying to siphon off some of Rockstar's GTA money for themselves. The driving isn't as good as GTA, but, you know, it's passable. My favorite part is that you do not take damage in this game. There were so many points in this game where I just slammed my car into something at top speeds. And I was just fine. If I were playing GTA, the car would have been janked up. Turning would have been impossible, or worse, the car would have been on fire and explode. In this game, I'm just fine. Though that's okay with me because I suck at driving. So I drive back to my hideout, and then I take a nap, and today is my nephew's birthday. So I head over to his house, and who cares? These characters are so boring. And while I'm here, my sister gets a phone call.
How are the locks on your house?
And since Aiden is an edgy anti-hero, he hops into his car and chases down and murders the scuzzbag, whose only crime was making a gosh dang phone call. So then I used hacking and one of my contacts, Badboy17, to try and figure out where the call originated from. To find out who called the guy to have him call my sister, you know. But while that's happening, I need to do a mission for Jordy. Just a simple little delivery, drive to a point on a map, grab this one guy, and then I need to drive through the city while avoiding points on the map with policemen. You know what? Okay. Ubisoft. You do not need to shove every single feature from every other game you've ever seen into this game. You want to make a game about hacking? Focus on that. Make the hacking fun and rewarding. All you do in this game is drive somewhere, shoot some guys, and hack. Make those three things really good, really fun. There's just so many little side missions and distractions in this game that they really just feel like they took away from the game as a whole. And the writing sucks too. So I take the guy to the club and then this rickety old coot murders the dude. And then Aiden just drives away and then he has this internal monologue. The club boss really ruined the city. I should have just killed him right there. But instead I just watched.
What an edgy, complex, anti-hero!
Man, let's compare this to The Last of Us again. You know who was a morally gray but lovable dude? Joel! It's implied that he has done some reprehensible stuff, but everything that he does is justifiable. Aiden? He just seems like a murderous sociopath who can't be redeemed. After that, he calls Jordy and says, "Man, that was messed up." Jordy says, "Okay, well I added driving missions to your minimap for some extra cash." They try so hard to make him seem morally gray and cool, but honestly, he just feels like Shadow the Hedgehog going down the evil path. Whatever, what's my next mission? So Badboy17 wants to meet face to face for some reason. So I drive on over to the subway and... Badboy17 is a girl? Have you guys heard of Build Up? I don't know who this character is, so I am not shocked. Ocarina of Time. There is 15 hours of wondering, who is this dude? And whomp, it's Zelda. I'm only 1 hour and a half into this game, and I have no idea who this is. How about you save it for like hour number 6? At least have me know who the heck this character is before trying to shock me with this huge reveal. So, Badboy17 is actually named Claire. Why did she need to reveal herself to me? I don't know. If I had to guess, it's so they can consistently bring up a female character with a really low-cut shirt. It's what the focus tester said! So she tells me to go to an area and hack it. So I go there, use the cameras to fly around the office building, and then install a virus on the computer of a CEO. And it's here that I learned about one of the coolest moves in all of gaming. Look at this roll. It's so cool! Now I need to kill some of the most stupidest AI I've ever seen in video games. Okay, so if they see me for 5 seconds, they'll get alerted to my presence. So if I just sit back here and occasionally shoot at them, they won't find me. Yep, having 2 bullets tear apart your clavicle and your gallbladder, you know what, there's probably no danger here since that silhouette dipped back into the shadows. You know, at least Skyrim AI was a little concerned about an arrow getting lodged in their neck. Okay, with the CEO hacked, I now have the information of who had my family threatened. So I go to an apartment and I hack a camera, and all that I see is a TV that says, "I suffered too. Also, there's a bunch of hitmen closing in on my position, so I need to fight them all off. And as mentioned, combat isn't great, but it's alright, it's passable. It is pretty cool to hack the battlefield while you're fighting. Oh, standing too close to that thing? Exploded! Yeah, so the combat is underdeveloped, but you know, in any video game, shooting dudes with an assault rifle is just good, plain fun. So with that hack, I found the position of the guy who says that he suffered too. And it was Damien, remember? From the opening cutscene? I lost my niece, he lost the ability to walk. But he tells me that he found out who the hacker is, and Aiden says, "You need me, but I don't need you." And then he walks away and has an inner monologue where he says, "Turns out I need Damien." What?
Oh,
You know, the thing I think that pisses me off the most about Aiden Pierce is how he constantly just contradicts himself.
that crime boss is tearing the city apart, but his money is so green. Look, I don't need you, but I do need you.
So stupid! So then I need to drive all the way across the map so I can remember my niece. Then I need to drive all the way back so I can do a mission with Jordy. Apparently somebody from the baseball game can identify me, so I need to invade a compound. And while I'm doing this, Jordy backs me up with a sniper rifle, and while this is happening, we exchange some banter. And let me tell you, every single line from Jordy is the best line in this game, so I actually really enjoyed this part. So then I threaten some dude so I can hack some girl's phone, so I can find her uncle, and then I go and kill the uncle, and then I need to go to prison. Who the heck wrote this crap? Hello, prison, I am here. I've got a question. Why is there a prison in the heart of a major metropolitan area? You know, it doesn't matter. What is important is that I hack my way around the prison, and then I need to sneak around. It actually reminds me a lot of the sneaking section in Ocarina. Okay, so eventually I find the guy who can identify me on the cameras, but he's being taken to the basement to be tortured. So I need to head down there and kill a bunch of the guards. I even get to fight
Big Barry! Better watch out, he's got no gag reflex.
All you need to do is just shoot him a whole bunch. Then I find Juan and I tell him, snitches get stitches. Or in the case of a hacker, 60 days in prison becomes 60 years. Your choice. Alright, so now after that pointless string of missions, I need to talk to Damien. Okay, Damien, I've decided that maybe I do need you. Look at the TV? Oh, you abducted my sister. That's cool, man. So now I need to drive around and find my nephew and make sure that he doesn't get stolen. Then I figure out that the kidnappers were actually working on commission. But on my way there, I get hacked? What? So apparently there's an online mode where some real person came into my game and installed a backdoor. Huh, that sounds kind of fun. I'll need to look into that. But first I need to hack around the kidnapper's place. Then I need to kill a bunch of the kidnappers. Then I need to murder the king of the kidnappers. And then I need to escape the kidnappers. And there's actually a lot of fun car chases in this game. The fact that you can blow up the streets feels great to pull off successfully. After that, I need to meet up with Claire again, and she has an escort mission. Everybody hates escort missions. If you want to make a fun game, make it a point to never have an escort mission in it.
I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to escort anyone anywhere.
This mission sucked. Now, Claire didn't get killed once, and as far as I know, I don't even think she got shot once. But the thing that made this a nightmare was I needed to escort her to her car, and she wouldn't move. No matter how far ahead of her I got, or how many guys I killed, she wouldn't proceed. And then I kept getting murdered by guys that weren't even on my mini-map. And I needed to do this whole thing again and again and again. It took me 50 minutes to beat this. Should have been 5, but it took 10 times that amount. And then we went to a bridge that I could easily swim across, but the game didn't want me doing that. So I needed to chase down an old man so we could get into an underground bunker, and then they wanted me to go to an outpost. How about I try hacking somebody else's game? And this is where the game shines. I love playing hide and seek in a small section of an open world. Tricking people, escaping people, heck, even losing has its perks. There is nothing more rewarding than watching someone hopelessly searching the street from the safety of a parked car. What you looking for there, buddy? Oh, here he comes. Oh, he didn't see me. So I ended up playing this game mode until 5 a.m. and I decided that this game mode is about 1 billion times funner than the main game, so I called the review quits. I am stopping playing for 3 reasons. I feel that the first reason is a very valid reason. I've only seen 3 types of gameplay in this game: shooting people, driving around, and hacking. I'm pretty sure the game is just gonna be more of that. You know, it's not that interesting. It's not that fun. It's boring. I get the main gist of the game. I think I can properly review it because the story sucks. I cannot see it getting better unless it's like all about Jordy. Reason number 2. This game has like 5 to 7 acts, and right now I'm only in the middle of Act 2. If I keep doing this, the whole video is gonna be longer than Ocarina of Time. My Ocarina of Time video, it is not worthy of that distinction. And number 3, I am sitting just 6 feet away from Super Mario Odyssey, Halo Combat Evolved, Skyrim, and also Pikmin 3. You know, awesome, fun games. I'd much rather be playing those than just one game that's drowning in its own mediocrity. But that's not even the worst of it. I have a little bit of self-control. Even though I could be playing those games right now, I can stick on, I can focus on playing Watch Dogs. However, I am just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons away, 5 button presses away from playing the awesome multiplayer. So I can't see myself beating this game. Oh, there's someone. Let's hack him. So, that's about all I can stand of Watch Dogs. Curse you, Blaze players, for making me pay this game. Of course, I'll let it slide, because you also introduced me to one of the funnest multiplayers of all time. Alright, so we have all of the picks from November. But yeah, check it out, We also have some December picks that we can also add to it. See, I put December 17th down in the little corner. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just add all of those. Here we go. The game that I will be reviewing on the next episode of Patreon Picks is... David Velquez has brought you Manakemia. Hopefully the game teaches me how to pronounce their in-lore game. In-game lore. See ya then! Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to my patrons. If you want to see this channel grow and a game of your choosing, why don't you head on over to my Patreon and consider donating? If you can't, or hey, just don't want to, no problem! You can still watch all of my videos by subscribing to this channel. See ya!